It's the tightrope walk of broadcasting. There's no pause button, no do-over, and no way to stop millions of people from seeing a mistake unfold in real time. Over the decades, TV has given us magic, but it's also given us chaos. Cameras catching things they shouldn't, celebrities losing their cool, technical meltdowns, and moments so bizarre they still get replayed decades later. Today, we're rewinding through 10 unforgettable times when live TV went spectacularly wrong. From streakers at the Oscars to car prizes that never showed up, to bloopers that derailed entire broadcasts, these moments prove that anything can happen when the cameras are rolling. And sometimes it's a disaster you can't look away from. 1. The Oscars streaker. 1974. The Academy Awards have always been Hollywood's most glamorous night. Designer gowns, heartfelt speeches, polite applause. But in 1974, all that went out the window in about 3 seconds. As legendary actor David Niven was preparing to introduce Elizabeth Taylor, a man suddenly dashed across the stage, completely naked except for a mischievous grin and a peace sign. His name was Robert Opel, and in a single moment, he hijacked one of the most formal broadcasts in America. The audience gasped, some laughed nervously, and millions at home weren't sure if it was a prank or a breakdown. Niven, cool as ever, didn't miss a beat. With perfect timing, he delivered one of the greatest improvised lines in TV history. Isn't it fascinating to think that probably the only laugh that man will ever get in his life is by stripping off and showing his shortcomings? The stunt was over in seconds, but it became an iconic reminder that live TV can be crashed at any time, even the Oscars. The game show prize disaster. The Price is Right, 1977. The Price is Right is all about excitement, the music, the cheering audience, the grand reveals. But in 1977, one contestant's big moment turned into live television awkwardness. She had just won a brand new car, or so she thought. The curtain was supposed to pull back to reveal the shiny vehicle, but instead, nothing. The stage was completely empty. Host Bob Barker, always a pro, stalled for time, joking and chatting with the contestant while producers scrambled backstage. The truth: the car had been accidentally parked in the wrong location. Somewhere, a lonely automobile sat off camera while millions of viewers laughed at the mix-up. Eventually, the prize was delivered, but the clip became a fan favorite, proof that even the most well-oiled game show can sputter on live TV. 3. The weather map goes rogue. BBC, 1981. British weather forecasts in the early 80s were charmingly simple. Just a presenter, a magnetic map, and little sun or rain icons placed by hand. But during one memorable 1981 broadcast, gravity decided to join the show. As meteorologist Michael Fish began his report, the magnetic icons started sliding down the map. A rain cloud plopped into the Midlands, the sun slid into Scotland, and the poor presenter tried to soldier on while holding back laughter. The chaos lasted only a minute, but it became one of the most replayed bloopers in UK broadcasting. It was also a reminder, sometimes even the weather doesn't cooperate with the forecast. The New Year's Eve countdown fail. Guy Lombardo, 1978. New Year's Eve broadcasts are built around one thing: hitting midnight perfectly. But in 1978, the Guy Lombardo Orchestra, a beloved New Year's tradition, got so caught up in a song that they completely missed the countdown. Millions of viewers tuned in expecting the glittering Times Square ball drop, only to find the band mid-performance, blissfully unaware that the year had already changed. By the time the director cut to the drop, it had already happened. Some people laughed, others were annoyed, and a few joked that they celebrated 1978 for an extra 30 seconds. It's still remembered as one of the biggest timing flubs in live TV history. The Wrong Winner. Miss Universe, 1979. Long before Steve Harvey's viral 2015 mistake, live pageant fans witnessed their own crown catastrophe. During the 1979 Miss Universe competition, Bob Barker announced the wrong winner. Cameras captured the crowned contestant smiling and waving, only for confusion to ripple across the stage. Producers rushed over, whispers flew, and then the heartbreak. The crown was removed and placed on another contestant's head. The emotional whiplash was brutal to watch, and the incident became one of the earliest oops moments in pageant history. 6. The soap opera fire. Another World, 1980. In the early 80s, many soap operas were filmed live or with minimal editing. That meant accidents could, and did, make it to air. On one 1980 episode of Another World, a prop candle accidentally ignited part of the set during a romantic dinner scene. Instead of cutting away, the actors kept going, desperately trying to stay in character as crew members rushed in with fire extinguishers. Viewers at home watched smoke drift through the scene as dialogue continued, and some even thought it was part of the plot. It wasn't. It was just live TV refusing to stop rolling. 7. The baseball earthquake, 1989 World Series. October 17, 1989, Game 3 of the World Series between the Oakland A's and San Francisco Giants was about to start. The stadium was buzzing, the broadcast crew was ready, and then the screen shook. Viewers saw a strange vibration, then a sudden cut to black. It wasn't a camera malfunction, it was the 6.9 magnitude Loma Prieta earthquake. For many Americans, the broadcast was their first indication that something catastrophic had just happened. The game was postponed for 10 days, but the footage became some of the most unforgettable sports television ever recorded. 8. The Saturday Night Live F-Bomb, 1981. Live comedy is unpredictable, but network TV still has rules. And in 1981, SNL star Charles Rocket broke one of the biggest. During the show's closing moments, Rocket, playing a parody of the soap opera Dallas, dropped the F-word live on NBC. In the more buttoned-up TV climate of the early 80s, the fallout was swift. Angry letters poured in, and Rocket was fired soon after. The clip has since become a cult favorite among SNL fans, showing that even comedy legends aren't immune to live slip-ups. 9. The Who Shot JR spoiler leak, 1980. In 1980, Dallas was America's obsession. The cliffhanger, "Who Shot JR?" became a cultural phenomenon, with fans speculating for months. But one live talk show appearance nearly ruined it all. A guest accidentally mentioned the shooter's identity weeks before the episode aired. Though producers quickly tried to move on, millions had already heard the spoiler. CBS considered reshooting scenes to keep the mystery alive, but ultimately aired the original. It was one of TV's earliest lessons in don't spoil the plot on live shows. 10. The Space Shuttle Challenger, 1986. Some live moments aren't funny, they're tragic. On January 28, 1986, the Space Shuttle Challenger launched live on multiple networks. 73 seconds after liftoff, it exploded in the sky. Millions of Americans, including countless school children watching in classrooms, saw it happen in real time. It was a national tragedy, and broadcasters struggled with how to handle the moment respectfully while the entire country tried to process what they had just seen. Live TV is thrilling because it's real. There are no retakes, no safety nets, and sometimes the unplanned moments are more powerful than anything scripted. Some are hilarious, some are awkward, and some we wish had never happened. But all of them remind us why live television is so unique. Which of these moments do you remember, or were you seeing some of them for the first time today? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you love a good nostalgia deep dive, and don't forget to subscribe to Rewind Zone, your time machine to the moments that made TV history.